Hey everybody, this is the Phat 5 low volume pullbacks, and the goal is in 5 minutes to show you all the pullbacks that show up on the Phat low volume pullback scanner. We're going to start with Oklo tonight. Oklo is an inside bar just underneath the earnings VWAP. We have news tonight with LEU and Lutnick being at a signing with them for a memorandum for increasing the amount of production they do. And so we could potentially see a move into the natural gas and nuclear theme off the AI infrastructure needs. And so what we have here is Oklo in an inside bar. This has previously been a very volatile play, but it actually has calmed down a little bit, kind of matured, and we have a low volume pullback set up right here. You can see on the relative rotation histogram that we've got a classic pullback situation right here. The 5-day is slightly turned up. We like to see that convex look on the intraday of the daily 5-day, and a move through that high of the day on the inside bar is going to put it through the earnings VWAP and of course through the inside bar break to the top side and then potentially the mother bar as well. Looking really good here. This is an upside bar with upside reversal with an inside bar follow day. So continuation basically of this upside reversal. So through this high of the day would be the ultimate goal around 72.79 and get continuation off that news catalyst from this evening. OUST. OUST is in the number one theme right now, which is auto. And basically the auto theme is driven off of the self-driving cars. So Tesla, of course, plays like that, potentially Riven, basically any self-driving auto theme, and really auto theme in general. If you look at, for example, Ford has been doing very well the last couple of days. It's got some accumulation volume, some persistent relative rotation histogram movement in there, and potentially going to have a nice long base breakout, wider the base, higher in space. And it's a decently shallow base as well, about 9%, so it actually meets the IBD definition of a shallow base. So Ford, if you're a breakout player, which I am not, you could have a nice breakout right there as well. So OUST is basically what we're looking at is auto connected plays, and so this is like LiDAR connected. So we had a nice flag move up right there, good huge move. So explosion, consolidation, explosion. And then we had a pretty deep pullback into the 50 where institutions didn't necessarily come in, but price did start to rise. We don't see accumulation volume down here until we get right here, and now we've had a little pullback. So looking good as well for a low volume pullback through that high of the day on intraday volume. 5-day could do a little work right there, flatten out a little more, but could see perhaps a double inside day. EQT, natural gas connected to the Oklo, connected to the LEU theme. So EQT, again, AI infrastructure needs, energy needs. We're seeing a rise in WTI and oil in general, again, connected to the energy needs. And with AI, if we see infrastructure needs become a theme with LEU, again, from Lutnick, proxy for Trump, and the federal government pushing infrastructure needs through energy, which becomes the easy way to trade the infrastructure. We will see EQT, which is natural gas based, rise, and it's in a low volume pullback off that 1020 cloud right here that is declining. It is in a long term downtrend. We are below the 50-day moving average, some caution there, but again, through the high of the day right there, right around 52.54 through that high of the day. If you come down here and look at the intraday chart, the 5-day on the daily 5-day is moving up now on the intraday chart. Looks really good. It's got some potential there as well. Next one, our last one, is Reddit. So Reddit is got a declining 5-day on the intraday chart. The daily 5 is still declining, so it may need a little more time. We may come in and test this earnings VWAP right here, but it looks good overall. A little bit of distribution, but nothing to be too concerned about. So again, it's a classic low volume pullback into that earnings VWAP, that rising earnings VWAP, and that 20-day. So we have this is a really good example of managing risk. You know, around 5% right there. If you go through the low of the day right here on this low volume pullback, really buy it through that high of the day, which would be classic low volume pullback plays. You're actually risking about 5-6% to get into Reddit, and this thing has big volume coming in off this huge earnings gap up. It's true power earnings gap. I mean, we're talking 20% power earnings gap. You have institutional accumulation. This is David Ryan Ant's momentum and price requirements, which is rare to get both the momentum and price requirements. So through that high of the day on intraday volume, good low volume pullback. One short, we've got a few extra seconds here. One short would be potentially run. Trump is definitely not big on the solar, and solar has this pivot at 1657 on run. So this could be a potential short off a run with mean reversion play off this larger candle of around 25% down. Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow. This is your Phat 5 in 5 minutes with low volume pullbacks. Thank you.